Have you ever seen a moment in history that made people freeze, blink twice, and quietly ask themselves, wait, did that really just happen? Get ready, because we are about to talk about one of those unforgettable moments. It involves a world-famous actress, a bold on-screen choice, and a wave of reactions that surprised people across the globe. By the end of the story, you may see this event in a completely different light, so stay with me, because the twist behind this moment is worth your time. Before we reach the scene that still sparks conversation decades later, we need to understand the woman behind it. Elke Sommer was one of the most popular and recognizable film stars of the 1960s and 1970s. She appeared in comedies, dramas, and adventure films, often stealing the spotlight with her charm, intelligence, and confidence. Audiences loved her energy, her presence, and the way she could light up the screen the moment she appeared. Although she became famous in Hollywood, her early life was far from glamorous. As a child, she lived through difficult and uncertain times that forced her to mature quickly. Those experiences shaped her personality and helped create the fearless attitude she carried into her career. That fearlessness is the key to understanding why one particular moment in her film career became such a powerful turning point. So, what exactly happened, and why do people still talk about it today? In one film, Elke Sommer appeared in a scene without a top. That single moment immediately created a massive reaction. Some viewers were shocked. Others called it artistic and meaningful. Some were upset, while others believed she was far ahead of her time. The scene became impossible to ignore. What many people forget is that Elke Sommer did not make this choice for attention or publicity. She believed the scene required emotional honesty, and she wanted to serve the story in the most truthful way possible. To her, it was not about shocking the audience. It was about expressing the reality of the moment within the film. When the movie was released, the reaction was intense. Newspapers discussed the scene for weeks. Magazines filled their pages with letters from fans arguing both sides. Television shows debated whether films had gone too far or whether this was a sign of progress. People talked about it at school, at work, and even while standing in line at stores. It became one of those cultural moments where everyone seemed to have a strong opinion. You might wonder why one single scene caused so much noise. The answer is simple: the world was not used to it. At that time, scenes like this were rare and challenged long-standing beliefs about what movies were allowed to show. Whenever something breaks the rules people are comfortable with, strong reactions are almost guaranteed. Some viewers argued that the scene crossed a line and believed films should avoid moments that might surprise or disturb audiences. Others believed cinema should reflect real human experiences, even when those experiences feel uncomfortable or challenging. Elke Sommer found herself standing right in the center of this global conversation. What made her response so remarkable was her calm. She did not hide or apologize. She simply explained that she was doing her job as an actress and hoped people would focus on the meaning of the scene rather than just the image itself. Her honesty and confidence earned respect, even from those who did not fully agree with her choice. Here is something many people do not expect. The reaction was not entirely negative. Many directors and producers praised her courage and believed her performance helped films move toward deeper emotional storytelling. Even more surprising, many young actors said she inspired them. They admired how she stayed composed while the world debated her decision. Some believed her boldness helped open doors for future films to explore more honest and realistic stories. It is important to remember that behind every headline is a real person. Elke Sommer was not only a movie star. She was also a painter, a writer, a traveler, and a lifelong learner with interests far beyond acting. When asked about that scene years later, she never showed embarrassment or regret. Instead, she calmly explained the purpose behind it and stood by her decision. She once said that if a person spent their life trying to please everyone, they lose their true self. That statement perfectly captures who she was and why she made the choices she did. So, why does this moment still matter today? Not just because of the scene itself, but because it represents courage, personal choice, and the power of one action to influence an entire industry. It reminds us that people often react strongly when something challenges what they're used to seeing. Elke Sommer did not try to shock the world. She tried to do her work with honesty. Whether people agreed or disagreed, they could not ignore her. Now that you know the full story behind this unforgettable moment, what do you think? Was the world too sensitive? Was Elke simply ahead of her time? Or was this an important turning point in film history? Whatever your opinion, moments like this stay alive because they make us think, and sometimes one single scene can echo for decades. If you enjoyed learning about this surprising chapter in film history, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you never miss stories that challenge expectations and open minds. Thank you for watching, and remember, history always finds a way to surprise us.